Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am showing you my new setup for my sinking funds, cash envelopes, banking, debt-free journey setup for 2021. So if you like watching these kind of videos, just keep on watching. So let's see what we got here. Hope I got a good view. So this year, as you guys know, it's 2020. Obviously, we're like, today's December 12th, and obviously I usually do my bullet journal, everything in my bullet journal, like my register, my banking register, I do my sinking funds, I do my debt snowball. Anything that has to do with our debt-free journey all goes into my regular bullet journal with everything else in my life. So for 2021, because 2020 was such a great year, right? I mean, with Corona and everything, I didn't use a lot of my bullet journal. And for 2021, I'm using a different bullet journal, which is this one. And these are usually the, I don't know, they go for like $5.99 or $6.99 at Michael's. So they're sold by Michael's. It has less pages than the Nordstrom. I'm sure I'm killing it. And I won't have enough pages to do what I want to do with my bullet journal, plus have my sinking fund stuff. So what I realized with doing my videos in 2020 with sinking funds and cash envelopes is that I'm constantly flipping through the bullet journal, through the weeklies to get to my register, to flip back to get to my sinking funds. So that being said, I decided to go with a traveler's notebook. Not sure if it's gonna work. This is the first time I've ever tried a traveler's notebook, if you've seen all my videos. So I brought this traveler's notebook from Michael's for like $7.99, and it comes with the holder, which is this flimsy looking fake leather wannabe, and it comes with two 30-page refill notebooks, a folder. So it's like a 3-piece regular size traveler's notebook by Reflections. So usually I never used this before, so this will be the first time. And technically, like the registers, we usually don't keep. I keep everything for like 5 years and then shred and toss the rest, because technically you don't need it for whatever, like tax purposes and all that stuff. So I don't need to keep them. I can just toss them, and after 5 years, so I can keep these separate. That's the only thing I like about them, because they come just like this. So I purchased a few. I purchased grid lines, I think it was, yeah. So these are grid line, and then each one of these is, I think it was like $3.99, plus I had a coupon, so they came out pretty cheap. And then my sister-in-law, who I love, hey girl, gave me a few that she had that she hasn't used, and so I have a few extra. So I brought these, the ones in the plastic, and the ones without the plastic were given to me by my sister-in-law, who I love, because she's always spoiling me with all these goodies. But they're grid line as well. So what I was thinking about is using one of these for the whole entire year. I want to say these are 32 pages. I'm sure hers are as well, but they feel a little bit thicker, so I don't think so. I think this one has more pages, so I'm not going to use hers for now. I'm going to leave hers for another time. But I am going to use the 32 pages to see if that's enough. Obviously, the ones in here are blank. So these are blank. I'll probably just leave one. I'm gonna take out the rest and then just have one of these. And I want to say for 32 pages, we need to figure this out. So I am going to do a pen test to see if my pens will actually be okay in this notebook, to see which one I really do have to use. So I'm trying to get to the middle so I can bend this so it can be flat. There you go. So let's see. Let's use this one as my pen test for the back of the... So the first pen I'm gonna use is the Micron PN. So let's do Micron PN, and then I'm going to actually get a Tombow to highlight type of thing, and I'm going to get my Myliners, and I'm going to get a regular Crayola Super Tip, because these are the 3 markers I tend to use. So I'm gonna see if they end up smudging or any of that stuff. Let's see. So we're gonna, so far so good. And this is the Myliner. I think the Myliner is gonna win that one. So that was the Micron. The next one is my Tombow. I think this one is the hard tip calligraphy pen. This is another one that I use. So I'm just gonna do Tombow. And we're gonna do the same thing. Make sure we are okay with highlighting and they're not smudging and all that good stuff. So far no smudging. I also have my Steadliner 0.3. Make sure the same thing. Let's do this one first. I'm trying to like alternate them. Myliner. Am I the only one who does this pen test thing? I mean, I've seen videos out there. And the next one I love to use is my Sharpie S gel pen. And this is Sharpie S gel pen. So usually these are my to-go-to. This is a pencil, obviously we're not going to use that. These are usually my go-to. And so far so good with the highlighting. We're going to see if in the back we have any shadowing. So the highlighting, obviously, you know, I highlight everything I use for my buckets. My envelopes, they're all color coded, so that's what that's for. Let's see, so let's flip it over and see what we got. Alright, so I think we're good. Some ghosting, nothing major. I mean, so it's good quality paper for my purpose of what I'm gonna use this notebook for. So on this side, we're going to do our usual. I am doing, does it matter which one I use? Not really. So let me pull out a color. So I do have a lot of Tombows I haven't used yet, and I've been like pulling colors for whatever I use and putting them in a different drawer as I use them, because I need to use these. So to start this year, this will be 20, 21. And I'm gonna put that free. You know what? And then we're gonna do Journey. hope I spelled it right. I'm Spanglish, so I usually spell things incorrectly. You can laugh at me, it's okay, everybody else does too. Sometimes I catch myself, sometimes I don't. So there you go, my 2021 debt-free journey. So on here, I am going to put all of our actual, wait, maybe not this one. We're gonna put how much we have paid off, which I've done already for every year except for 2020, because obviously we still got 2 more weeks to go. And that is actually, I need 3 colors. 1, 2, 3. We're doing, wow, I picked the same colors. I forgot to test these. Oh well, we're about to find out. I figure if these pass the test, totally forgot about these. These are the Pentel Touch Micron pens. See, I love these pens. They're great. We started our debt-free journey in 2017.
Where's your husband sleeping?
He's in the room watching TV.
I'm going to go harass him.
Sure. Go right ahead, girl. He should be out here with you anyways. Sorry, my mother-in-law comes and stays with us on the weekends because she lives home alone. So, sorry for the interruption. Ugh, see, I messed up for multitasking. This is 2020. Alright, let's see if that's sort of like sped through. No, actually it did pretty good too. I'm excited because these were only like, I think with the coupon it was only, I want to say less than $3. It was like 2 something. So that's not bad. Kind of excited about that. Alright, so for 2017, so my top number is always our amount of debt with the home. And then I separate it without the home because obviously the home is gonna cost me, it's gonna take us longer to pay off compared to regular debt. And then so 2017, our total debt with the home was $456,217 with 50 cents. And then without the home, meaning everything else, school loans, credit card, any kind of loan, was $80,894. That was not home related, car related. Is $80,894.34, and this is without. So that was for 2017. 2018 with the home, $4,051,823.37. This is with the home. And our total debt without the home was $60,016.77 without. So as you can see, in 2017, by the end of 2017, beginning obviously of 2018, we paid off $40,000 worth of debt. So now 2019, with the home, I'm not sure why it went up. 4,077, 353, 82. Now this is with the home. So without the home, our debt went up to from 60 to 93. Now this, I can tell you what it was. I'm sorry, I totally forgot. We had obviously Murphy knock on our door during our debt, trying to get out of debt. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was when my husband's truck broke down. We still didn't have enough money to buy cash on a car, right? So we ended up having to buy a brand new car. And that's what that is. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we did the boo-boo of, we had the Hyundai, which it was our Santa Fe. And because we were, he got the Toyota, so we sold the truck, which it was a Ford. So the Ford got traded in for the Toyota. We didn't owe any money on the Ford. I want to say towards the end of 2019, I want to say we traded in our Santa Fe for a newer car because we were stupid, and got the Hyundai Tucson. So now on that car, I have the old Hyundai leftover loan on top of the Tucson, because obviously we were underwater. So that's why it was $93,612.68. Now 2020, obviously I still got 2 more weeks, so sometime in January I will be putting these numbers in. Okay, so now I need to figure out how many pages I have versus what I'm gonna use. So I usually take a sticky note and I write in pencil. Where's my pencil? So right now we have 64 pages. I have 1 for the pen test, 1 page is the title. I want to use 1 page for the bills. I do need pages for pay date, but I'm not sure how many gonna fit. And then I want to do a grid line, right? So this is where I'm gonna do the grid line. I'm gonna do the grid line on this side so it can be even. So for those who don't know what a grid line is, this is what a grid line is. You're counting the number of squares. So I don't want to start right at the top, because it's not a full square and the bottom is not a full square. So I'm not going to start right at the top, and I'm not going to start right at the edges, because depending on what side of the page you're on, they're not a full grid line. So I'm going to leave those alone. So we're just going to go, let me zoom you in so you can see a little bit better, and we're just going to number each square all the way down and then all the way across. So if I leave the bottom and the top and the sides, I have 40 going all the way down. So you can see 40. And then on the top, we're just gonna go all the way across. So pretty even, 20 across. So now zoom you out, and now we need to figure the rest out, and I'll be back. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna split it right in the middle. So obviously 20, 10 is the center, and I'm gonna do a different color for each one. So I'm just gonna do little lines going down to indicate that obviously this is the middle. And then the same thing with the 40. Obviously 20 is the center of this book, so we're gonna do the same thing going across. With the orange, then I can split the top to bottom into 4s, so we can do 10 spaces to split it into 4. So let's do that and split it into 4. 10, 20, so 30 would be the next one. So this is basically a grid line. It's just indicating where is what, right? So this helps out the amount of squares, the amount of spaces. I'm gonna number that this thing has 64 pages, so I'm gonna indicate it on this side over here that it is 64. Now with my obviously bullet journal, here is what my stuff looked like before. See, this is what I mean when I'm doing my videos about sinking funds and cash envelopes, is that I'm constantly flipping through looking to see where is the stuff that I need. Alright guys, so I've been playing around with this thing for the past, I don't know, 20 minutes or so without being in camera, but from what I gather and the way I played around with things, I might have to have 2 of these books for a whole entire year. So I'm going to do 6 months in one book and then 6 months in another one of these, which I'm fine with. They're very thin, they're nothing huge where they're bulky and ugly. Because I need 2 pages for my pay dates, and then I need 2 pages for each register. So we have a register for our main account, and then we have a register for our sinking funds. So that being said, if I try to squeeze them into 2 columns into this, yeah, it's very tight. You see, I try to sample it out right here in pencil, and it's very tight. So I'm not sure, I'm not gonna like that, because it's gonna be it's a tight space in order to fit everything in one book. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do the 6 months, and then I'm gonna give what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up giving myself 2 pay dates. So I'm gonna put the bills here. I'm gonna have a pay date for because don't forget, I get paid twice a month. So I'm gonna do the 15th first. Then I'm gonna do 1 register, the sinking fund register. Then I'm going to do the sinking funds, and that's it for the month. So I will be speeding through that because I don't want you to be bored. So enjoy the speeding and the Christmas music. Okay, so I got my January 31st pay date breakdown for May 31st. Here's the sinking funds, the People's Register, the Chase Register, my payday for the 15th, and the bills to be paid. So I'll be following the same thing for February when February comes. So let's hope this works. I hope you enjoyed this video. God bless, and don't forget to subscribe.